Hi guys, today we'll be going through our ADP video where we'll talk about our reflection for our design, our creo, our bill of materials, design justifications, our CG, and everything we can to tell you how we are going to design our plane.
For our free body diagram, we have categorized them into two major components, such as the camera and propeller, and the motor, and also the other major components such as the battery, the servo, and the speed controller. So for our CG, we have decided that the optimal place to place it is about 1/3 from the nose. This is to allow no moment caused by the struts or the reinforcements on the wing. For our camera, we have to place it in front due to the requirements, and for our propeller and motor, we have decided to place it in front due to our design of our plane. So then there will be a moment caused by these three components being placed at the front of the plane. So in order to counteract the moment caused by it, we have decided to place the major components, which is about 18.5 cm away from the CG. We have done the calculations for this, and that the summation of moment caused by these two will neglect each other, and hence we will have no bending. There will be no moment caused about the plane, and so it won't dip or dive.
This is our final design that we will be improving upon. This is our sketch that we have come up so far. This is the front view, top view, and the side 3D view. As you can see from our front view, the design consideration that we have taken into is the first one being placing the propeller and the motor at the top of the fuselage. This is to prevent the motor and the propeller from hitting the ground should our plane have a landing on the ground. This is further enhanced by using skids at the bottom, which is these two prongs at the bottom, to dampen and heighten the height of the plane when it has a landing on the ground, so as to not damage the propeller and thus the motor. Our fuselage has a streamlined shape like a commercial airlines, where we have the motor at the front, thus a straight horizontal line at the front, and then the entire fuselage takes on a more dramatic streamlined shape to cut down the drag that it causes in the air when traveling. The fuselage will be made up of material such as balsa wood, which is used as the walls of the fuselage and as the bottom panel, where it will be supporting every payload inside, be it the PCB board or the motor. From the front view, you can see that the fuselage is designed to be longer than the half of the propeller, as to prevent also the propeller from hitting the ground should anything happen when we have a landing.
This is the part 2 of the flight justifications of our design. I'll be going through the wings and the empennage of the design. Now, our plane will be designed, the wings will be placed on the top of the fuselage. And why did we put it that way? So as to ensure that in the happen of crashing, we'll be able to retrieve the wings back safely without damage. And of course, placing it at the top will give us the ease of assembly and disassembly. And of course, our wing is also swept back at the angle to provide us with more stability. And of course, placing at the top give us likewise stability, natural stability, to perform better in flights. And for the empennage, our horizontal stabilizers is also swept back a bit to provide more stability. And for our rudder, we will be placing a rudder waiter, a one-piece rudder waiter, to let us go up and down, pitch in or up. And we got rid of a rudder, so can save the servo motor for other stuff. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so this is the design of our plane after it's assembled. As you can see, this is our fuselage. It is an ellipse shape to achieve a streamlined result, and it is open top view, so you can shift around our components or repair the internal parts if needed. And this is our wings. It is a high wing design, and for stability, and these are our flaperons, so it can help to achieve lift as well as our rolling maneuverability. This is the empennage, where we have an elevator as shown here to help with the plane's pitching capability. And over here we have a unique pair of skids at the bottom of the fuselage to help absorb the impact during our belly landing. It is also attached with a battery box which house our battery, as you can see inside here. Okay, so now moving on to the given components. As you can see, we try to arrange them right below the wing, so that our overall CG will be directly below the wing, or at least close to it, as close as possible. So the camera, in this case, is at the nose of the fuselage, and the nose area will be made out of a thin acrylic film or a thin transparent acrylic, which is not shown in our Creo, but it will be replaced with a thin acrylic film or thin transparent film. Okay, so last but not least, the propeller will be mounted at the top of the nose to prevent it from hitting the ground during landing. Thank you.
And now I'll be talking about the bill of materials. The first item on the list, we have balsa wood, which will be used for the primary structure, which is the fuselage, wings, empennage, and skids. And second item on the list, we have the thin balsa wood, which will be used as additional support members to ensure that the structure does not crumble. This will not be provided by the school, which we will then use the $50 budget which we are given to buy. We will also buy some ice cream sticks, which will be used as shear ties and L-shaped brackets to further strengthen the structure. And as for the main body, which is the fuselage skin, we'll be using the styrofoam. And in order to keep our plane intact, we'll be using adhesives such as tapes, glues, blue tacks, and etc. And then for the camera, which will be placed underneath the plane, we'll be using a laminating sheet to ensure that the camera is able to capture images while still being safe. And then we have several parts which are provided by the school, which includes the servo motor, propeller, digital receiver, camera, micro servo motors, batteries, and speed controller.